it's too early. Alright. We've got 2 replays so far. Let's see here. Nope, 3 replays. Quite a few people just like ad hoc sent me replays and were like, yo, do you want to review my replay? And I do want to review a lot of replays. Time is a constraint. Being able to get to all of them, for sure. Oh, let's get that off the screen. You guys don't need to see my morning game session. Not unload. There we go. Alright, first one is coming from King Chicken, and I think that he just wants it from his player view. I think he wants to look for things to improve on, and we're going to try and give him that. Things that he can do a little bit better. Ooh. Okay. Interesting recovery. If you could hit that first ball, though, make life a little bit easier for you. Using up a lot of boost. Set it up really nicely in the middle of the field. I don't know why you cut through the middle, though, in order to get back to the position that you wanted to be in. You just went from 100, tap the ball, and then your recovery, you spent easily 30 to 40 boost, and now you're on the ground and you have 0 boost. So I think your recovery might need work, and I think you might be spending boost when you're already max speed. So let's use our boost to get up to speed, not our boost to just hold down boost just to hold it. I'm going for maybe the ball when you didn't have a good chance at it. Wasn't awful. If you're in that position and somebody hits the ball kind of near you, I think you stay aggressive. Ooh, you just grabbed that boost again. So you were tapping, you were doing a decent job moving up the field, grabbing some pennies, right? Okay. Who is the next person to get that mid boost that you just saw pop up, right? You're at 94 right now. You want to know why your teammates don't have boost around you? All the orange players are in the other zone. Voss YouTube is going for that corner boost, and you went from 94 to 100. Now look how far out of position Voss is, because he went all the way back to the corner boost. We're just going to watch from his perspective for a second. Oh, I'm all fucked up. I don't have boost. Hey, there's boost. I'll go get that one. Oh, now I have to go all the way back here. Where's this ball going? Like, he's so far out of the play now. It could have just been easier for him. Good save. I don't know that I would have stayed up in the air for that, but it ended up working out really well because you ended up having a guy right up in your face, and I probably would not have gotten to that 50-50 or beaten him to the ball first. So hovering there, yeah, I guess it worked out. You've got 40 boost midfield. I don't think you had to rotate all the way back. It's like this comfort food. Like, you have McDonald's as your comfort food, and now you're 24, and McDonald's is one of the worst things for you, and your body doesn't go through metabolism as fast. Like, you just have to get off the comfort food. You need to start living off of some vegetables and some celery and carrots and things like that. Like, you gotta go for these pennies, man. You're gonna hold position better. You're gonna be able to hit the ball from 40 boost a lot better. You go from 100 to 0 so fast all the time. And that's not necessarily the way to play fast. You sometimes can play fast by just being in the better position more often. And so you just left the middle of the field all the way back to the back boost. And I don't think you needed to. I think you could have hung out a little bit. It is a meal review. People need to understand, like, just because you like your comfort food doesn't mean you can keep going back for it. You don't need those 100 boosts anymore. You need good positioning. Now you're chasing the ball. You are chasing the ball and you are ball side rotating with 0 boost. All because you saw that 100 boost, but you're behind the play the entire time. You could be on the other side of the field, and Arcola could be using you as an option, and you could have stolen their other corner boost. Stealing the enemy's corner boost is great, and if you could have done a right side rotation here instead of a left side rotation, it would have been way better for your team. That hits close to home. Yeah, dude. Me too, man. Me too. I was a pretty skinny dude coming out of high school. And I like hit 24 and I had all these bad eating habits and shit. And now I just call it a dad bod, which just kind of works out. Ooh. Enemies are stealing up your boost, so I think we're just gonna have to grab some pennies. Alright, so good luck on some pennies, but you use them almost immediately to touch the ball center, and that's a little scary. What's up, Slime? I saw you guys were in voice chat as well. Wasn't sure if you were playing. That's a good turn. I like that turn upfield because your teammate couldn't gotten to that faster than you, and the ball was hanging out mid. So being midfield and doing things with the ball in midfield. You rotated again really far back when you could have stayed in the play, and you ended up grabbing the mid boost, which is the boost I would have wanted anyway. All right, what do we want from this play? Okay. Arc is 90% sure he's going. Oh my god, that's like the worst contrasting color. Arc is definitely looking like he's going to go corner. Voss has a ball that's over his head. So what we want, if we're in comms, is Voss to rotate out, just get the fuck out of the way, and you're just going to hold front post for a little bit. You just like randomly just what? My entire screen just went black. Okay, we're back. You just like randomly drive your car, like you just keep your momentum going all the time. And in this case, it's not good because it puts 3 of you into the same corner. You're all in this like really super tight space. If anything, you kind of just wanted to do a circle in the net and just come back post if everybody's going to be going into that corner. You don't want to be the third person in that corner. There's maybe 1 or 2 small exceptions to that. But, I mean, you cut off Arc for no good reason in that rotation. Use tap boost a lot when you don't need to, and you could be flipping instead. So you were rotating back on defense, and you just kept tapping boost, tapping boost, tapping boost. You could have been flipping. So the reason to use a flip versus not use a flip, you use a flip to gain space and cover distance quickly, it gets you up to speed faster, it maintains your speed and doesn't use boost. The time not to use it when you think the ball's going to change direction on you. So if the opponent looks like they're about to hit the ball and you need to be the next person to hit the ball, you probably don't flip because you don't know which direction they're going to hit the ball. And if they see you mid-flip, they can hit the ball in a different direction and you cannot turn mid-flip. But if your teammates are the next ones involved in the play, then you could be flipping all the time. Nice. Okay, so you did park it back post there. Slowed it down a little bit. That's okay. Sometimes you gotta go slow to go fast. I don't know why you took such an outside wide line there when the ball wasn't going outside wide. I think you wanted to start going fast and you could have just held position again. Your teammates are going to see you in certain positions, and they're going to make sure the ball, especially at higher ranks, the ball ends up in those positions. But if you're just constantly moving as fast as you can, it's hard to hit a target like that and with accuracy. Your teammate just popped that up in front of this guy. Maybe turned upfield a little bit too soon. You wanted to get involved in that play. Ooh. Arc took that away from Voss. That's interesting. You got bumped into a touch. Nice. I like that turn upfield. It didn't work out this time, but that is a good turn. Arc was very flat-footed. He didn't have momentum. And Voss kind of cleared it out. And just being able to keep that momentum going and take over that play next is good. Ooh. So in this case, waiting for the bounce fucks you. And I think it's just because you read that corner so poorly. So when you're waiting for that bounce, you want to be closer to the post so that if it does fall shallow, you can read it easier. And if it falls away from the wall, you can boost away from the corner of the post. So instead of parking here, which is away from the post, you want to park closer to the post, and then if the ball is shallow, you have an easy hit at it. If it bounces away, you can still boost away and get to it. But if you park here and it falls shallow, now you're like trying to figure out, how do I get to the wall to hit this ball? So you can side dodge into it, you could just try and fly at the ball and try and pinch it back around. There's a couple options there, but it's a little bit more difficult. Like, you didn't quite read this one and you parked pretty hard to that. So the whole reason they score here is honestly absolutely your fault, and that's okay. That's gonna happen. We're gonna learn from our mistakes. We're gonna get better. Did he really? Is this Vossi? Oh no, it's just that Vossi. What the fuck? I don't see that cheat very often. That's interesting. That's probably you telling them that's where the ball's gonna go. Yeah, Voss is your buddy. Okay. Alright. Well, now you have no boost as a result. Good save. Big save. I don't know if your teammate was telling you that he was getting bumped or not, but that was clutch. Another time where, like, you get the flip reset and you want to see if you can use it or not, but the flip reset didn't help you at all to flip, so it would have been better just to not use it, but I've been there. You want to know if you got it or not. That's scary. Alright, I think we've done enough in this one. We're gonna go be going to overtime, and I wanna get on to some more replays. That's what we're gonna do. Alright, so this is interesting. I thought I saw heat on the other team. Okay, I don't see heat on the other team. Alright, we've got the minor team. So Just Stop Bruh asked to have a replay review, and now we're doing it. I'd be careful with those kind of touches. If you were trying to clear that off the wall, you wanted it to go down into their zone, not just clear down to the middle. That's a big clear by heat. Pretty decent positioning. A little bit of confusion between Just Stop and Heat. Heat was trying to hold that two-man position and was just doing a terrible job of making that clear because he went from the center of the field to the right. And Just Stop kind of mirrored him and went to the right and then came back left to try and hold the center. So that's just going to come down to getting comfortable with the teammates, figuring out what people are capable of doing or where they like to hang out. Big play by Funk to get that shot. Fumke. Which way are we going with that? Because I like to watch a lot of Arrested Development. So that one's tough. The problem here is that you make really, really low contact on the ball. So when we flip into the circle here, you want to flip sooner or you want a diagonal flip. And you definitely don't want to be boosting during your flip until your nose is pointed back a little bit more down so that you're boosting back into the ground. If you're boosting like this, you're going to keep your nose higher longer, and that's bad. And we don't want to land exactly in the box. We want to land, let me just do it on the other side a little bit better. You want to land right about the line. So if you're landing even here, you're probably okay, because then what you can do is you can drive just a half step and then you can flip into the ball depending on what you see the opponent is doing. But if you are landing in the circle, you aren't going to get enough time to do that flip, which means that you're going to be coming in very low on the ball. So just work on our kickoffs a little bit, try and land the first flip here, and then prep so that you can make your next hit. And you want to be making maybe a little bit high mid contact on the ball, somewhere in that range, to beat the opponent. And the longer you sustain higher contact, the more you're going to keep it down, and the more you're going to probably win the kickoff in general. What's up, chicken? I just did your replay, man. You just missed out. Go back and watch that shit. And that'll stop this particular kickoff from happening. But good job by Heat. So what I like to see here, though, is Heat has pretty good positive control all the way through the corner. And I don't mind one person backing him up. One person being in that support role is probably fine. Somewhere, yeah, in here. I don't know. So that's probably fine. Even coming in back post a little bit more. But as soon as we start to see him potentially even win this, we gotta book it upfield. We gotta get upfield. And so I think that's gonna be the big difference that you guys will see in your gameplay. Is Heat's in a one-on, maybe one-on-0, one-on-1, and if he bounces this off the backboard or there's a weird save, how quickly can you guys get there to put this in? So that's gonna be huge. Boom, we did it. So it was okay. It could have been faster. We could have gotten downfield a little bit faster. Double boost kickoff by them. Funk doesn't get to the ball on time. Doesn't make contact. I'm not exactly sure what happened there. Okay, so again, we've got one person pushing the ball down the field, and we have two people sitting in net. Heat's going to go grab this boost, but Funke can be flipping up the field and grabbing up the small pads down the middle lane. We need to start getting comfortable with some boost lanes. We've got a lane that's kind of close to ball side. We've got a lane straight down the middle, and we've got a lane on the far side. These are going to keep you relatively center of the field. It's going to be really good for that. You can sometimes zigzag and piecemeal them together. But if you could be flipping down the field, one, you're not using boost. Two, you're just collecting boost. So we've got 4 pads in this line right here. That's 48 boost. And you could be shooting with 48 boost anytime. What's up, Tiny? Did Tiny send me any replays? I'm trying to remember. So again, just because of the distance needed to be covered, Heat's coming in on a late challenge, and we could have just been helping our teammate a little bit better. So Just Stop was moving the ball down the field, and we had no one else helping him there. So that was the problem. Again, a lob to no one because no one's pushing up the field. Start trusting our teammates a little bit. Nice. Good touch. Oh, Heat, you got to be moving forward on that, I think. Your teammate was recovering. He's just going to land down and soft. Good speed by Funke. And Heat's down booking it down the field. He's in that nice two-man spot. We got Just Stop supporting on the third. Ooh, doesn't get there though. Good read by Heat. Ooh, a little bit more into the corner and we'll get a little bit better bounce away from the center of the field where the opponent is, but not too bad. Long rotation back by Heat. I'm gonna book it upfield a little bit. I like that he didn't go support here. It very much looked like he might. So I want Heat to hold this space because if the enemy clears the ball out, Funke can hit this, and then we've got a nice shot opportunity here. By the way, start looking for those infield passes. Might do a quick camera check to see where your teammate is, or we can have some comms, whatever it might be. But it looked like Heat might come in to be a third-man support to the third-man support that's already there. And instead, we want to hold that middle space, and so he recovered decently there. And Just Stop did a really good job of just kind of rotating out of the play and finding boost and being able to be in a spot where he can support his teammates as they go on their offensive. Nice. Okay, we're starting to stack on that wall though a little bit. Over his head. Nice, good speed. Maybe not a great shot, but those can be difficult as you come in a little bit late and jumping over somebody's head in order to get to it. Just wow. Okay. Again, maybe a little bit too far away from the play. Had to recover a lot in order to get there and get that shot off. So I think keeping two people kind of close to each other is going to be a big key to success for Miner here. Again, one person pushing the ball. He's almost at midfield already, and we don't have anybody moving up the field with him. If we can link up on these, we'll get some two-man clears. And so far, I really haven't seen any two-man clears. Two-man clears are where two people work the ball together. It looks so ball-chasey. It really does. It looks terrible. But it's such an effective way to play and get the ball out of your zone and have two people up on attack immediately. And one of those can kind of bail out after a little while if they don't have boost, which is nice. I do see some DMs coming in. I will check those after this. Or remind me to check those after this. I'm hoping to do some replay review tomorrow as well, so if I don't hit you today, make sure I hit you tomorrow. I'll try not to do duplicates. So we're kind of doing minor right now. We'll try and stay like with major and premier and contender. We haven't done contender yet. It's a decent bump by Heat. That's a tough aerial by Funke. So this is where a two-man clear would come in big handy. Just Stop kind of lost possession of that ball, and Heat could have jumped in on it. What did you find in my review? A lot of boost wasting, and some ball side rotation, and some ball chasing. Those were the big elements that I saw. That's a good save by Just Stop Raw. Okay, we're getting a little bit too far into the net here, Heat. I get it, and you're in a decent spot timing-wise for this when this comes out to be back on the line. Funke also coming in back post, so just assume Just Stop's not there, and probably one of you, I would probably say Funke should probably be backboard. I try not to get so far into net, though. I just don't think it's a good thing. Okay. Alright. We kind of picked our moment and we went, and I like that. Just Stop trying to predict the play, trying to be a good third man. Okay, I like the passing play. Didn't quite link up, but that's good. And we stole two of their boosts, so this is really nice. So we're going to have a really good rotation here on the offensive side because Funke stole this one, Just Stop stole this one. So McDouble's coming back in a net with not a lot of boost, and I don't think either of these guys has a lot of boost. So now you got Heat putting pressure on. Might be doing it a little bit too soon considering that your teammates just rotated out, but because they have a lot of boost, they should be able to rotate back into helpful positions here quickly. You might consider just kind of waiting out till midfield to see what happens there. So we kind of lose out on this one, but we were able to get back on defense very quickly because of our boost management and control taking over their boost. Funke, the thing that I'm learning the most about dribbling in threes is you need to be able to catch and flick very, very quickly. And even if no one is pressuring you, the catch and flick very quickly is still very effective. That's the thing that I'm learning in threes. So I would say if you can work on not needing a long time to recover in order to get the flick, that's going to be huge because then you're not going to get blocked. Alright, I said I would look at some discords. Tiny Elephant out here by Thagger Jags. Use the one Tiny sent me, okay? Let me get back to you, chicken. Alright, Alright, do I got any flares in chat? Flares usually like to hang out in chat. I've seen it a lot. The new flares tend to hang out in chat a lot. The tigers, the veggies, the slime ranchers. So they went double boost kickoff. Not a bad play by Direct Panda, honestly. Kind of looked for the pass. It was pretty good positioning, like the demo tiger. Ooh, Direct Panda, maybe leave that third man spot on the midfield line a little bit too soon. Veg in a weird rotation. Good job getting back and get boost. Like the lob up. I like the aerial. Like the demo. Tiger maybe coming in a little bit too soon on that challenge. Didn't really have anybody quite yet supporting him, but I would prefer the aggression to, I guess, not being aggressive. Ooh, that was terrifying. Definitely thought we were home goaling. No worries, chicken. If I don't get any more replays and I'm feeling skippy, I'll get back to it. But the VOD's there. I mean, you can even watch the VOD right now. Wow, you guys are not getting punished. That's excellent. There it is. Now you get punished. Another double boost kickoff by Wanma's team. I swear they're just doing it because they saw like one replay and they're like, we're going to do the opposite of what Mamlo says. That sounds like a Wanma thing to do. Ooh, Tiger. Let's get that on target, baby. Nice shot, Veg. Slime's out here messaging me now. What does Slime gotta say? Okay. Who's on this one? Imperial, Slime, and Tiger. Okay. Oof. They're getting posted out a lot. I don't know if that's going to keep happening, but we might need to pay attention to like where we're putting the ball so that they don't get these incredible opportunities. Some weak hits to this side. It works out because we get a little bit of a two-man play. I like that challenge by Direct Panda. We're looking a little out of whack here. Maybe not comfortable in our own shoes yet. It was a good initial touch over to Veg, but it was a little bit behind him. Something to keep in mind. This is an incredible play. If that pass would have gotten through, it would have been excellent. We could probably post up a little bit further away from the net, give Direct Panda a chance to flip that away from the wall. Tiger be very, very patient. Ends up working out. I like that. Nice. Ooh, that's a hard hit. Veg got a lot of contact on that one. Probably just shoot it, honestly, Veg, and if you happen to miss, then maybe Tiger can clean it up. Vision is a lot better than what I saw when we saw, I think, the first group of replays, or I was watching some games. I saw a lot of individual stuff coming out of Direct Panda. Now I'm seeing a lot more passing. I see a lot of passing on this squad. We might need some shooting, but that's okay. Might need to get a little bit more aggressive there, Tiger. As soon as you saw that ball kind of falling into the box, I think you just need to be going for it. Just kind of call everyone else off and say, this is mine. Nice. Okay, I like the clear. We're breaking out of our zone. Veg bringing it into a dangerous position. I think if you're the two-man, you just go. I think it's just better to go than to not go. Just trust your teammates behind you. Okay, so let's see here. Where is it? It's right about here. Rough wall was here. Okay, so you just saw Tiger get interrupted with Wanma, and you know that he's not going to be pushing in with Veg. So who is pushing in with Veg? Veg is now the one man. You are now the two man, and Tiger's going to be supporting. He's going to go get boost. He's going to make sure that anything long doesn't end up in your net. So if you are in this spot and you have 87 boost and this ball gets into the box in some capacity, which by the way, I also am not seeing a lot of just kind of lob passes into this space. Aerials up here are going to be great and going to be your friends, and especially with people that are really good aerial car control. Direct Panda being one, Rob Wawa being another. Veg, I think, has been improving it as well. I'm sure Slime and Tiger can hold their own. Nice lofty passes over the center. They're goal scoring candy. But this one comes into the box and we decide to turn off on it. And I think we just go for it. I think you could have stuffed them. This is their third man and you're the two man. I take that 50 every time. I think that's the right way to do it. Do score, okay. I am score. He do score. Alright, cool. I'd be very careful with that play off the back wall direct. You're taking it into our box by doing that instead of away from. Oops, I'm hitting buttons. Veg just getting ruined. Ooh. Ooh. That'll come down to getting used to each other's playstyle. I think the big play there from Direct was probably to not grab the boost. Just get the ball, flick it out, and then rotate back and let Veg take over if he's the one with boost. You can do a lot with very little boost with your first couple touches. And I think a big clear is one, flicking it out is another, and I think us just getting out of our zone was kind of important there. Oh, we're going into overtime. I'm just not going to do overtime, so I don't think this replay review. Let's see here. Tiny Elephant and Pyth, I think, are here, so let's do their replay. How do you guys get it to be named temp.replay? What do you do that does that? It's like the third one that I've gotten that says temp.replay. If I go past it. That's not exactly how it works, Distant. I can't really answer that, but I would assume that we are not going to move people tiers now that the season started. Most people are not going to break a tier by showing that they improved a lot. It's the ball chasing download. It's called temp.replay though. It's interesting. These are names that I recognize. Like looking at the blue team, I was like, these cars are weird. 1658, nice man. Can you hold it though? That's one of the big things about like Elite is if you don't play at a 1658 level all the time, it might not matter. Decent control. I like XSD's intent to want to move up. He doesn't because Pyth is already upfield, so I kind of can respect that, but I think it's just better if he does move upfield. And it might leave the goal in a bad spot. I don't know. I could go either way there. Okay, alright, fine. It saves it as temp.replay, got it. Usually when I download it doesn't save as temp.replay from ball chasing, so I'm not sure. Okay, we're playing a little bit patient. Interesting. Pipe up for a long aerial. A lot of rotation over the same boost pads. We need to start depending on small pads a little bit more, especially in our backwards rotation back to defense. Having 40 boosts on defense is huge. We look a little weird, but I'm not seeing double commits, and I'm not seeing huge whiffs, and I'm seeing decent touches. So I'm not too worried about the weird rotations right now. There's another time where XSDs move the ball forward, and I think it's beneficial if we get somebody in that two-man spot for him. So this turn took you a long time, Pyth. So it's a shame that your two teammates committed center. I could see a lot happening with the communication there, but as you rotate back here, you've got a couple options. One, do you read it off the wall? Two, if you decide not to read it off the wall, then do you go for it as soon as it bounces off the wall? I think that's probably the best option. Or three, do you wait to see what the other team's going to do? I'd rather get in his face than wait. But if you're going to wait, you got to wait a little bit more back post. What you did was you ended up waiting like here. So you kind of waited here, and then you kind of kept creeping out. And so he just shot it behind you. What's up, Untamed? How's it going, man? I think we gotta get a controlling touch there. Make sure that we can get around that first person that's challenging us. Now we've got somebody in the two-man spot. Oh, but we don't make contact with the ball. No wonder they get another goal. It went from us having an open net to them having an open net because we, one, double committed, two, didn't score on the double commit. It was a great pass by SXD. So this is Tiny's replay to me. I'm assuming Tiny doesn't actually play with Alpha Boost and he's using Bacchus mod or something. That's a pretty good takeover from SXD. I like that. The reason I like it is because he's just got a lot more momentum going than Pyth, and Pyth is kind of stuck in the corner. So Pyth gets a positive touch, and SXD just kind of takes over for him. Ooh. Maybe toss that one to the corner. You kind of toss it out a little bit center, and they will punish it pretty quickly. Double boost kickoff from the other team. Keep pressure on, keep pressure on. Yeah, there we go. Tiny's the only one up in the air right now. Ooh, just not a big hit. Would have liked a big hit there. I think if SXD has that kind of speed, we need to have him calming to say that he's going to take over plays. SXD, all you need to be saying is something simple like, I'll chase. See a hit that you like, I'll chase it. And that'll tell everybody else to kind of peel out of the way. Kind of rotating through the same space people have already been in. I'm not a huge fan of this. So we already had like Tiny here and Pyth here, and instead of rotating back and getting a lot of small pads and then maybe moving back upfield, we kind of loop through one of the areas that has the least amount of small pads in the field. There's 1, 2, 3 small pads in this quarter of the field. it's not great. This quarter of the field is great for big boost pickups, but you're just coursing through an area that other people have been through. So now you have to go all the way back to your corner to get boost. But there's just so many small pads, and it's center of the field. If the ball ends up center of the field, guess what? You get to block it out into the corner. You get to take over control. You get to take it upfield. We need to change you into a center of the field player. Big boost is great, but if you can grab some small pads, that means that you get to have 40 to 60 boost at almost any given time, which means that you can do just about whatever you want. And you can use 40 boost to go get a 100 and bring the ball with you. And then guess what? When you have 100 and the ball, it's just like free play. So that's what we're going to work on. Good 50. Careful about getting on the back wall when it doesn't really seem to make sense, Pyth. You get off very quickly, that's good. But you weren't really doing much from that angle. I like getting up on there though. I think people are like almost glued. Jesus Christ. Okay. Tiny's just like in awe. He just stopped moving his car. I think getting up on the backboard is a great thing. I think people are magnets to pass to the backboard even when there's somebody already on it. And I think you could save the top half of the goal. I think you get big moving clears. I think being on the backboard is a good thing to do. Interesting. I would have preferred that one of you didn't play goalie on that rotation back and instead went aggressive after the ball. You can leave one person in net, but just try to predict where the ball is going to go and just try and meet it there. Like that. I like that. He missed, but I liked it. I mean, it was, though. Tell me I'm wrong, chicken. You were front post, you needed to hit the ball, and you fucking missed it. It's your fault. And that's okay. Sometimes it's going to be our fault when they score a goal. And we have to move on with that. Do we want to blame other people? Sometimes we just gotta take responsibility. Big demo. Love the demo on this shooter. That's huge. Oh, and they own goal. This game just turned around a lot. I skipped forward. I'm not going to watch 2 kickoffs. We're going to talk about kickoffs plenty. That's going to happen, those double commits like that. 2 people in a good spot to make the save, and both end up going. I haven't seen too many open field double commits. There was that one, and it led it to Pyth being in a really awkward spot. Careful on your rotations there, Tiny. You kind of cut off Pyth there, and then he didn't know what to do. He got a little bit lost. So let's see here. What happened with Tiny? Oh, you're grabbing up a lot of big boosts too. I know it's good to block the enemy from those, but I'm not sure what to recommend here. The big one is hit the ball here. That's going to be huge because that's pretty much the reason Pyth gets scored on. I kind of think that rotating ball side was a problem as well. Yeah. I just want to watch this from Pyth's perspective. Huh. Yeah, I think if you didn't rotate ball side, I think if you came from here to here, you would have figured out what to do better with Pyth, and one of you could have gotten into position a little bit better. But the problem is you're coming through on the ball side rotation, and then you kind of do some circles here. And I don't think that helps. Higher level major, this is probably okay because they're gonna be able to contest that wall a little bit better. The other thing was you might just go for the ball here, right here. Okay, you've got 100 boost. The ball's coming out in a way that's disorienting for most of their team. Enzo's definitely going to be going for it. You could probably block the center play here. Force him to put it around the back and trust that the two of you, because you're in this corner, that Pyth is going to bring up the rear and he's going to be in a good spot. And then as you aerial for this, if it doesn't work out, you're moving this way. You can grab up midfield boost and you can circle back around. Or if it does work out, then you just kind of keep following the ball. I think that's what I recommend there. Yeah. The hard part was that you didn't know Pyth was ever there. So when you turn here, this isn't awful. I don't hate this. It is a near side rotation. You're cutting rotation by doing this. But you're in a decent spot to try and make this play. Maybe the problem is that you're boosting right now when the ball's going to bounce this way. So it's coming to you anyway. You might not have needed boost to get to there. I think maybe you just needed to turn and wait for it to come to you and then hit it. Be a little bit more confident in your hit. Alright, so that's that one. Yeah, so I'm now learning from ball chasing and I get 30D35FF. Like, it's not 10. I don't know. Downloads. Alright, we got one with slime now. Hot? It's gotta be hot, right? Yep. Alright. Yeah. Wife likes to message me, so we'll get those a lot. This will probably be my last replay. I'm gonna get some breakfast. We'll come back to this. I might do some more tonight. If not, for sure tomorrow. Oh, so it's Wanma's team again. Oof. Good rotation out. Letting your last man come in. Imp, we gotta be scoring that. That's a huge rotation out. How did you miss it? Oh no, you missed it. Is this real life? Oh, bro. That hurts. That hurts a lot on the inside. Nice, good turn, Tiger. Yes. Yes. Yeah. Oh. Alright, did everyone see what Tiger did? Did everyone see why I was so excited about what Tiger did? I want to see a lot more of that. You missed boost. We're up here practicing. Practicing collecting boost. That's a big aerial. Things like that make me excited about Tiger's gameplay. We missed it. Okay, we'll go back to it. Alright, ready? Did he grab the mid boost? Tiger does not grab the mid boost. Chicken grabs the mid boost here. Tiger does not. What does Tiger do? Tiger flips past his teammate, knows he's third man, allows Slime to go for the ball here. He grabs up these two boosts and turns up field. And then, because his turn up field lets him evaluate and see what's going on with the play, he grabs this boost and makes the next play. You totally would, you fucking liar. It's fine. Grabbing 100 boosts isn't a bad thing, especially if it's available to you. Okay, alright. He's third man. He's got 50 boost. Decides the best way to beat this guy is grab with this 100. And then he misses the double. But, did we see the path he took, alright? Alright, I love it. Seeing people grab up these boosts and stay upfield, I mean, right there, if you just do that turn right there, that's 48 boost. Look how little, how you get to, like, any one of these, you're just closer to the play. If you go all the way back, you're double the distance away from the play. And you're going to use 50 of this to just get back to this spot. So you're going to lose 50 boost, and you get 50 boost just by staying here. And it's okay. It's okay to be a boost hoarder. I'm going to be a little bit smarter. Alright, I'm going to skip forward a little bit. Could position my slime. I think you go for it. I think you maybe insert yourself into that play, or be ready for their touch and just go for whatever their touch could be. Okay, I don't mind it. You saw where Tiger was hitting the ball. You tried to meet it there, and it almost worked out. Waiting midfield. Maybe wait a little bit too long. Overall, still worked out. Yes, I did the one you sent me. It was you and Tiger and Direct Panda. I didn't have a lot to say. Oh no, unfortunate. I think getting backboard was going to be big on that particular defensive stand. I don't go in that much depth. He's lying to you. Oh, that's scary him. Take over. Nice. Stay with it. Fortunate. Slime maybe creeps up a little bit too much, but that ball got sent anyway, so I think this is a decent recovery play. 3 people in the corner. A little bit worried about that. Tiger doesn't look like he has boost. Nice. That works out. We got the ball out of our zone. Bought some time for teammates to get boost. Now we just kind of reset. Careful. Watch how far you hit the ball away from your car, because you want that next touch to be yours, not the opponent's. Ooh. Okay. Alright. Confidence in the crossbar. I didn't have it because I'm at a weird angle. It looked like it might have just gone straight into the net, but Slime was very confident. I was hitting the crossbar. Double commit there. Good patience. Good play by Slime. I think the reason I'm not saying a lot is because I'm seeing, for the most part, good rotations. So here's another time. We saw in the minor team. Now we're seeing the challenger team. One person pretty distinctly moving the ball up the field. Maybe he gets 50'd here, so we definitely need to keep somebody back. But we should be pushing someone up midfield. They should be kind of in between Thunderama and Wanma right now. Looking for a potential pinch to the center of the field. Something that gets past Yokusha. And just potential offensive opportunity. I think in threes you play for the advantageous, you play for the aggressive, you play for the positive, you play for a positive outcome, and you react to a negative outcome. So you set up maybe one person to be a little bit more on that negative side, but in general we expect our teammates to make the touches that they're supposed to make. Wow, that was a good chance. Good opportunity. Jesus. Big pinch clear. It's a little scary. We don't have anybody home right now. I do like getting aggressive on the offense, bailing back to defense and making a play so that we can counterattack is going to be huge. Slime being very patient, waiting to see what his teammates do in the corner, not putting himself into the corner as well. I like everything that just happened there. Slime being upfield, putting that shot in. Oh my god! Just everything about that worked out so well for Slime. Oh my. Oh my. Hey, remember when you don't go double boost on kickoffs? And I talk about this all the fucking time. Hey, guess who goes double boost on kickoff and gets punished? Yes, Wanma's team. It's so much better to cheat. If you get a fucked up kickoff like that, one person can deal with it. It's almost like they're not getting coached by me, and that's okay. I don't want to coach them. They've got Travaco. He can do all the work over there. I like the touch. I don't know if you guys have this in your wheelhouse yet, but it's something to maybe start thinking about. This ends up being a better pass than it does a shot. And who we're gonna pass to? We're gonna pass to our teammate right there, Imperial. He's lined up with you. If you just drop a pass right here, you're going to catch these guys off guard. There's only one guy left to beat. He's going to have a pretty easy shot. Yeah, it's a thing that we can work on a little bit. I probably need to pay attention to that a little bit too. It's tough because when we are in a rocket-powered car, we want the ball to go forward, 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 always forward. And it's just sometimes really beneficial to just kind of give a nice little side pass in there, or even if you're in the corner or something, a back pass. Oh, the post! Oh, time is up anyway. That was a great play right there. I liked it a lot. All right, with that, I think I'm gonna call it there, guys. Do you guys want to talk about anything real quick? What do we see? Yeah, of course, chicken. I got your other one. I don't know that I'll be able to do all these ad hoc ones. I'm gonna start focusing a lot more on team ones. So if you've got one with the team, that'll be important. Kind of moving forward. Oh, it is a team one. Great, great. Yeah, I'll try and check that one out then. Can't even queue a solo standard match. Like, how am I supposed to do that? Alright, then I guess I'm just going to cut it there since we don't have anything to talk about. And you guys can watch the VOD here or on YouTube. Later.